Hi everyone, happy Wednesday, happy halfway done VEDS. I'm going to try to make this quick because I am today's late uploader, but since it is Wednesday, it is response day, and today I've got a few things to respond to, so let's work through the list. First of all, special shout out has to go to Abby for your 6-word stories. I think you really accurately captured all of us VEDSies, and your video made me very emotional. So I just want to say thank you. Mwah. That was wonderful. Okay, thing 2. Caleb, you were talking about things that you have read this year, and I have been keeping a reading journal on my website, and I just wanted to pull out a few of the best things that I've read this year. So of course I also read the Anthropocene Reviewed, and I did actually finish it, but yes, it is delightful and wonderful, and I had been listening to the podcast semi-regularly while it was going out. It was a wonderful escape into John's thoughts and into a different way of looking at the world and thinking about the world during a year which has been difficult. I read the rest of the Tiffany Aching series by Terry Pratchett. Tiffany Aching is a character in his Discworld universe, and of course, as you might know, Discworld has many books and lots of different threads, and the Tiffany Aching books are sort of a young adult offshoot of the Discworld books. They're truly excellent. I absolutely love them, devoured them. They made me remember why I love reading, why I love fantasy. Terry Pratchett writes women wonderfully. I loved the philosophies that underlie the witches in this society. Each witch tackles their role in community in a little bit different way, and it was so fascinating to watch Tiffany grow up and try to navigate that. I also read V by Kim Thuy. It was Canada's one read ebook pick this year, which meant that I could just instantly borrow the ebook, and it was absolutely wonderful. It's a book of basically very short vignettes, so each chapter was only a few pages, and much like the Anthropocene Reviewed, I found that my brain really loved short snippets, short chapters worked really well for my reading habits this year. Anyways, V was incredible. It was about life in Vietnam and in Canada and family and the immigrant experience, and it was just really excellent. I read Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid in one day. I love books that I can devour in one day. The last book that I did that with was Robin Sloan's Sourdough. Daisy Jones and the Six is about, a band, Daisy Jones and the Six, fictional band in the 70s, and that sort of 70s rock and roll life. It is presented as a series of sort of interspliced interviews with members of the band and their friends and family. It was really wonderful to read, snappy, engaging. I understood the hype. And the last book that I have to talk about is actually the first book I read this year, which is Entangled Life by Merlin Sheldrake. It is a book about fungi. I went through a period early this year where I was really fascinated by fungi, and this book did not disappoint. I hardly ever read nonfiction except for memoirs, so reading a science book was definitely out of my comfort zone, but the book was wonderful. The language was really delightful. It was informative. It was all about mushrooms and mycelia and the importance of fungi in our environments. It was absolutely fascinating. One of the things that I think I liked best about it was understanding the way that fungi connect so many different life systems, and the way that mycelia can work sort of as nerves, as information systems. I'm greatly oversimplifying, but it was ultimately a delightful read about mushrooms, and I'm a big fan of mushrooms. If you don't know, I absolutely love those fungi sketches from biology textbooks and stuff. I'm just obsessed. Okay, so that wraps up what I was reading, and I'm going to take the rest of this video to respond to the challenge, our songs that give us serotonin. So I actually went ahead and picked 10 songs, and I made a sort of playlist of my own that takes you from songs that give me serotonin, that are sort of comfortable, soothing, happy, to songs that give me dopamine, which is that real energy, pumped up, happy. And in order to pick songs that give me serotonin and dopamine, that wasn't just a list of favorite songs, I had to pick some other sort of grounding theme, and all of the songs on my list are basically songs that get me up in the morning, or songs that I put on when I need to like do some task, like do the dishes or something. They're all songs that I have used in some way to get me up and going. Okay, song number 1 is Yesterday by No Name. This song is a vibe, and I highly recommend that you check out No Name's Tiny Desk concert because it's so wonderful. But towards the end of the song, you've got the sort of refrain that's like, when the sun is going down, when the dark is out to stay, I picture your smile like it was yesterday. And I have sung that on a repeat when I just needed to like calm myself down. Works like a charm. Song number 2 is Love Fool, specifically the Pamplemousse cover of what is originally a Cardigans song. I love this song, but the Pamplemousse cover, the arrangement just takes it to the next level. I love Natalie's vocals on it, and it's so good, you guys. Also, the bass in this cover is amazing. My number 3 pick is like my ultimate I gotta get out of bed in the morning song, and it is Clarity by John Mayer, which I did not realize until today has a music video. The music video is from the early 2000s and is pretty terrible. But that doesn't make me love the song any less. There's something so rock candy about this song. It is just sweet and... Okay, number 4 was the instant pick. If I had to pick one song that makes my brain do the good thing, it is Mariah Carey performing Emotions at her MTV Unplugged session back in the 90s. This song is brilliant, obviously, but this unplugged arrangement with the strings and the like choir and Mariah at her peak doing the whistle tone, it is outstanding. She looks so good, you guys. Yeah, I am obsessed with this video. I want to be Mariah Carey in this moment, and I just love this song. I remember the first time that I heard this, my brain almost couldn't take it. It was like my body went all warm and loose, and it was so good. And I was like, is this what allosexuals feel? Oh my god, you guys. Maybe the allo folk are onto something. Number 5, this was also an instant pick. It is Probably Up by Lawrence. I think I recommended a different Lawrence song to Tessa a few videos back. But someone sent me this song. An internet friend sent me this song like a year ago, and I immediately fell in love with it, became obsessed with it. Lawrence has a new album, Hotel TV, which came out not that long ago. They're a brilliant group. It's a band headed by brother and sister team Clyde and Gracie, and they've got this amazing like funk sound to a lot of their tracks. They put out great pop singles. I cannot recommend Lawrence enough. And also this music video is wild, shot in one night in New York from sunset to sunrise. It just gives me some kind of longing, you know? Halfway through, next up on the list, number 6, Everything Old is New Again by Peter Allen. There's just something so classic and enjoyable about this song. And if you have not watched All That Jazz, Anne Reinking does this amazing number to this song. Who is it with Anne Reinking? Anne Reinking and Elizabeth Foldy, I should say, do an amazing dance number to this song, which I cannot help but see in my brain every time I listen to it. This song definitely brings me a little joy on a rainy day. Okay, we're really getting into the dopamine here. Number 7 is Footloose by Kenny Loggins. I could not put it on the list. I mean, I love the original Footloose movie. I love this song. It never ceases to be a bop. I don't really know what else to say about it other than if you cannot jam to this song, what are you doing? Number 8 is a trending sound on my TikTok For You page right now. It is Kingdom Dance from Tangled, composed by Alan Menken. I don't even know what else to say. If this doesn't make you feel like a princess or a fairy or some kind of mythical creature frolicking in a castle courtyard or forest, then I can't relate to you. The song is made for twirling, is what it is. And I said this when I graduated high school. I was like, there is no such thing as unhappy twirling, because unhappy twirling is just spinning. Twirling is joy. This is the anthem of twirling. Number 9, is it overplayed? Is it used in a million movies? Yes. Is it still brilliant? Yes. It is, of course, Rockin' Robin as performed by the Jackson 5. You guys, I will never be over this song. It is just so joyful. It's a bop. Every single time, it's a bop. And for my very last song in this list, apparently we've started a little tradition of finishing with songs by people we know. So I picked Limp Dick Christmas Lights by my friend Teague Christie. So Teague made an album a few years ago called Adventures in Faking This, and this is like the single from that album. It's just incredibly joyful, and it's got a brilliant horn section, and you know how much I love fairy lights. So how could I not pick this song? So even though I did not become friends with Teague until many years after he wrote and recorded this song, I'm still counting it, and it still brings me incredible, immense, wonderful amounts of joy. And if you guys want to hear more music from Teague, you should check out Sad Max. It's an apocalyptic vlog musical that he wrote, directed, and starred in. But it's very good. A little depressing, but I mean, if you watch the Bo Burnham special, it's no worse than that. And my camera battery is just about ready to die, which means it's time to wrap things up. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy VEDS. Halfway through. Good job, team. This was a very fun video to make. This playlist of songs that give me serotonin. Kind of needed it after yesterday, you may have noticed. So thank you, Tessa, for starting this, and Caleb for making it an official challenge, and Abby for giving me more songs that I need to look up and listen to. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Bye! Put out your white suit, your tap shoes and tails. Let's go backward when forward fails. Leave Greta Garbo alone. Be a movie star on your own, and don't throw the past away. Oh, we're all gonna need it summer any day. Dreams can come true again when everything old is new again. I said everything old is new again. If they're not limp dick, you're not really doing it right.